In Hebrews chapter 2, it said that Jesus partook of flesh and blood that he might destroy him who had power over death, that is the devil, and deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetimes subject to bondage. So we got to see this is fear that holds us in bondage. Paul writes Timothy, we received not a spirit of bondage again unto fear, but of a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. It's talking about a disciplined mind, self-control. It's through fear that we remain in bondage to sin. And Jesus came to deliver us out from that bondage. The law, as Paul describes it in 2 Corinthians chapter 3, is the ministration of death and condemnation, but the ministration of the Spirit, the administration of Jesus, the ministration of the new covenant and the blood of Christ Jesus, is the ministration of the Spirit and righteousness. The law was just outward forms of righteousness. Our own righteousness, as Paul describes in Philippians chapter 3. But fear holds people in bondage to sin. That's what John is saying, that, he who fears is not made perfect in love, for perfect love casts out all fear. People don't even want to entertain that. They still get caught up in the same deception of sin. The writer of Hebrews in chapter 3, verse 15, he sits there and tells us that it is the deceitfulness of sin that hardens our heart. From what? From seeing the truth. People harp on John 1:8 and don't go on to verse 9. If we say we have no sin, we're a liar and the truth isn't in us. Paul describes that in Romans chapter 7, how that law of sin in our flesh held our minds prisoners to sin. But the law of life and the Spirit of Jesus Christ made us free from that law of sin and death. It's in water baptism where we're purged from our old sin. Peter in 1 Peter chapter 3, verses 20 and 21 describes it. The writer of Hebrews in 10:22 describes it. Drawing near in full assurance of faith, having our hearts sprinkled from an evil conscience and our bodies washed with pure water. It's fear that